weave out of there.
Fast, split-second timing, doing everything right. Nice.
Very good.
Netflix has revealed the inside look of Mike Tyson's brutal training camp for his fight with Jake Paul. Tyson's mindset has always been one of ferocity and focus. Known for his ability to intimidate opponents even before stepping into the ring, Tyson is approaching this fight with the same unwavering dedication he had in his prime.
Breathe and relax. Move your head after. And spring, either way. Go left, go left.
But in his late 50s, with decades removed from the intensity of regular competition, Tyson understands he needs to tap into the best version of himself once again. Tyson's training camp is meticulously structured to revive his speed, endurance, and knockout power. Under the guidance of his longtime trainers and specialists, Tyson's camp combines a mix of old-school training techniques with modern sports science. Despite his age, Tyson needs the stamina to go the distance against Jake Paul, who's known for outlasting opponents. His conditioning drills are grueling, involving hours of road work, including long-distance running and sprints. Tyson begins his day at 5 a.m. with a 5-mile run, building his endurance and mental toughness. These runs also serve as a reminder of his peak fighting days when discipline was key.
One more. Day 3. You still want to fuck me?
Moreover, Tyson incorporates high-intensity interval training on stationary bikes and treadmills, ensuring his cardiovascular system could handle a fast-paced fight. To reduce the strain on his joints, Tyson adds swimming to his routine, improving lung capacity and overall endurance. Mike Tyson's hallmark was his devastating knockout power, and to regain this, his strength training focuses on explosive movements and functional fitness. In addition, Tyson spends hours working the heavy bag, honing his power punches. These sessions not only build muscle memory, but also allows him to work on perfecting his timing and precision. Moreover, explosive movements, such as jump squats, box jumps, and medicine ball slams, help Tyson regain his signature fast-twitch muscle power. Mike Tyson's strength and conditioning coach introduces a weightlifting program that focuses on compound lifts, deadlifts, bench presses, and squats. However, the emphasis has always been on maintaining speed while building strength, ensuring Tyson remained nimble. While Tyson's power is legendary, speed was one of his underrated attributes.
It's day 1, the fun just begun.
To match Jake Paul's youthful quickness, Tyson returned to drills that emphasized reaction time and agility. Tyson's work on the mitts, overseen by his trainer, concentrated on increasing the speed and fluidity of his combinations. Lightning-fast uppercuts, jabs, and hooks were Tyson's trademarks, and his camp drilled these movements relentlessly. Speed bags and double-end bags are to sharpen Tyson's reflexes and hand-eye coordination. The goal is to ensure Tyson could counter Paul's offense with split-second timing. Moreover, staying light on his feet is critical. Tyson revisits the peekaboo style that made him famous, using lateral movements to dodge punches and cut off the ring. The heart of any fight camp is sparring, and Tyson's is no different. His sparring sessions are designed to simulate the energy and intensity of a real fight with partners of varying styles and skill levels, emulating Jake Paul's approach. Tyson has been sparring multiple times a week, doing multiple rounds with each partner, focusing on replicating different scenarios he might face in the ring. His trainers bring in younger, faster fighters to challenge Tyson's reflexes and endurance. On the other hand, Tyson's tactical approach revolves around closing the distance quickly, using head movement to avoid Jake Paul's reach and punishing him with body shots. He and his team focus on neutralizing Paul's jab and dictating the pace with inside fighting.
Hey, bro! Nice one, Mike! Nice one, Mike! Bro! Nice one, Mike! Time! More, Mike!
The wait is almost over. In less than 2 months, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are set to clash in what promises to be the most eagerly awaited match of 2024. This bout not only marks Tyson's return to the ring after a 19-year hiatus, but also presents Paul with his toughest challenge yet in his brief 11-fight boxing career. Nonetheless, uncertainty looms regarding the upcoming clash between 58-year-old Tyson and 27-year-old Paul, scheduled for November 15th. The fight has already been delayed once from its original July 20th date due to Tyson's health concerns, and a recent twist involving Netflix could create a situation that many fans are eager to avoid. Netflix is gearing up to launch a captivating 3-part docuseries that delves into the rigorous preparations of Paul and Tyson for their highly anticipated showdown at Atant Stadium in Arlington, Texas. According to the streaming service, this series will offer audiences an exclusive glimpse into the training camps of both fighters, highlighting the immense grit, unwavering determination, and intense physical demands required to get ready for this thrilling professional boxing spectacle that promises to be unmissable. The upcoming series offers a rare glimpse into Tyson's notoriously private training sessions, which Iron Mike has described as so grueling that he often struggles to walk afterward. Set to debut on November 7th, just over a week prior to the fight, the series aims to deliver raw, unfiltered moments featuring the fighters' friends and family. This intimate perspective could prove advantageous for Tyson, but it also has the potential to backfire, revealing vulnerabilities that his opponents might exploit. Tyson is exuding considerable confidence ahead of his match against Paul, who is 31 years younger and holds an impressive 10-1 record since turning pro in 2020. While Tyson asserts that he's training for 6 hours daily, the upcoming Netflix docu-series will either validate his claims and enhance his public image, or undermine his preparation before the fight even starts. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is no stranger to the art of trolling. He's adept at taking jabs, flipping them into opportunities for self-promotion. This latest chapter began when Mike Tyson sparked a series of events that led Paul to don a bodysuit, humorously mocking the legendary former heavyweight champion. Clips of him bench pressing, playfully striking a friend, and most recently, dancing to Usher's hit "Yeah" have gone viral. However, this raises an intriguing question. Has he taken it too far? The drama unfolded when 58-year-old Tyson confronted 27-year-old Paul during a press conference, criticizing him for his lack of fitness. While Paul was in the process of bulking up to compete in the heavyweight division, Iron Mike had a different perspective on his physique. He had declared, "I don't know if he is in his prime. He is fat, he should be lean and mean, he is fat and funky." However, nobody anticipated that these remarks would encourage such an unusual marketing strategy. What drives Paul, currently sitting at 10-1, to take on this challenge? It's likely a mix of seeking revenge against Tyson, who boasts a record of 50-6, and generating buzz for their upcoming bout. This clash has already captured considerable attention, emerging as the most streamed sporting event. However, Paul's intentions go beyond mere publicity. He aims to annoy and provoke Tyson. Known as Kid Dynamite, Tyson is no stranger to the art of trash talk and adeptly knows how to manipulate the narrative beyond the ring. Paul has a clear objective. He won't allow Tyson to get the better of him. Moreover, the key player at most valuable promotions aims to establish a psychological advantage. He certainly isn't the first to pursue this strategy. What's a key mantra for achieving success before stepping into the arena? Create uncertainty for your opponent and keep them on their toes. Ryan Garcia exemplified this brilliantly in his recent bout with Devin Haney, implying that he had interests beyond boxing. The outcome? It's well known. This tactic not only left the dream in the dark, but also prevented him from assessing King Rye's preparations. The turmoil and confusion he faced distracted Haney, 25, leading to significant consequences, at least a few of which were costly. Paul is skillfully keeping Tyson oblivious to his antics. The Brooklyn native remains unaware of both Paul's fitness level and the training regimen of his opponent. This situation creates a carefully concealed mystery, complicating any efforts to devise a solid game plan. But that's just the beginning.
Awesome. Cool.
Do you recall Dylan Dennis's antics during the showdown with Logan Paul? The MMA fighter skillfully diverted the audience's attention away from the fight's outcome, significantly enhancing the event's appeal. This strategy paid off, resulting in 1.3 million pay-per-view buys and a staggering $32 million in revenue. Now, Paul is treading a similar, albeit less dramatic path, aiming to captivate both casual viewers and hardcore fans alike. This approach isn't new. It mirrors tactics used by Tyson in his earlier bouts. Do you recall the way Tyson captured attention while promoting his fights? The images of the former heavyweight champion taunting his opponents, followed by his fierce entrance into the ring, often draped in a towel, sent shivers down fans' spines. This dramatic presentation not only instilled fear, but also heightened the anticipation surrounding his bouts. Similarly, Muhammad Ali had his own distinctive way of stalking and unsettling his adversaries. Considering Paul's background as an influencer and the size of his audience, this fight has the potential to be monumental. The boxing industry is ripe for a makeover and stands to benefit greatly from the arrival of fresh fans, something the YouTuber-turned-boxer can deliver. His involvement could significantly enhance viewership numbers and attract a new demographic that craves thrilling knockouts and dynamic bouts. Moreover, the former Disney star's marketing tactics are already proving effective, which could positively impact all parties involved in this venture. Numerous fans and analysts have voiced their worries about Tyson stepping into the ring at the age of 58 to face an opponent who, while less seasoned, is more than 30 years his junior. Those worries intensified when Iron Mike was forced to withdraw from the scheduled July date because of a flare-up related to an ulcer. But Tyson said, "My body is in better overall shape than it has been since the 1990s, and I will be back to my full training schedule soon." Jake Paul, this may have bought you some time, but in the end, you will still be knocked out and out of boxing for good. I appreciate everyone's patience and can't wait to deliver an unforgettable performance later this year. One individual, KSI, a fellow YouTuber and bitter rival of Paul, thinks the fight will never happen. KSI's most recent match was against Tommy Fury, the sole fighter to have bested Paul, and he suffered a defeat on the judges' scorecards. The two have been rumored to face off for quite some time, and given the potential financial windfall, it's likely just a matter of time before the bout becomes a reality. According to KSI, Paul won't have any other options unless they go through with an ordeal to call off the Tyson bout. He said, "Jake's just getting heavier and heavier and heavier, obviously, because he's just looking at the Mike Tyson fight, which I still don't think is gonna happen. I think they're gonna try and make an ordeal, and then eventually Mike will realize he actually can't fight, and then I don't know what they're gonna do then. But for me, the Jake fight, I'm just gonna wait. I don't really need to chase him. Eventually he's gonna have no other options but to have to come to me." Before their much-awaited fight in November, Jake Paul issued a challenge to Mike Tyson, just 4 years after making his professional debut in boxing. The social media star has created quite a stir in the sport. Prior to their fight, Paul stated he had been carefully training for Tyson's blitzing technique. He said, "I mean, it's just being alert and knowing what to do in that situation. I could definitely see him trying to go for an early KO, but he'll find out very quickly that I also have a ton of power. So doing that with a guy like me isn't always the smartest thing to do, because I'll catch one of his shots then counter." Paul chastised Tyson for wanting the fight to go under 2-minute rounds during a pre-fight press conference. He said, "It's interesting, I'm just basing shit off of facts." He's like, watch your shape. I'm like, all right, but you watch it. It could be to his advantage. I think it's also smart that he's doing that. I'm fighting on all of his rules and what he wanted. He wanted it to be a pro fight. He wanted 8 2-minute rounds, so I'm giving him everything he wants. I'm going to his playground and I'm going to beat his ass. Despite the remarkable attention generated by the event, set to be streamed globally on Netflix pay-per-view, marking a first for the platform, substantial criticism lingers, especially regarding the 31-year age difference between the fighters. In fact, Paul wasn't even alive when Tyson embarked on his iconic first world title journey, and he was only 8 years old when Iron Mike retired for the first time after his loss to Irish journeyman Kevin McBride in 2005. The criticism intensified when the 58-year-old Tyson had to withdraw from their planned July date due to a medical emergency he experienced while on a flight. Paul, nevertheless, maintained that critics ought to discuss their issues with the matchup with Tyson directly. He added, "I would say it to Mike Tyson's face and see what happens. Mike does what Mike wants to do, and he's the one that wanted to make this a pro fight. He's still wanting to do it, and he believes he can beat my ass truly behind the scenes. To him, age is just a number, and he does look athletic, he does look strong, and he does look good on the mitts, so we'll see how it translates to the ring." A key element that has made Paul's venture into combat sports so captivating is his knack for juggling several potential career paths at once, each promising a different and exciting future. Alongside securing a deal with the Professional Fighters League for a potential MMA debut, Paul has expressed his desire to compete for the USA in amateur boxing during the 2028 Olympics, set to take place in Los Angeles. Moreover, Jake Paul delivered a bold ultimatum to Mike Tyson during a live press conference, sparking intense discussions ahead of their much-anticipated fight.
"You think that he could last a long time with you, go into the later rounds?"
I'd be surprised if he even makes it out of 2 rounds.
"You'd be surprised if he makes it out of 2 rounds."
I just have too much power, too much speed, and with my coaching staff the past year and a half, working with them every single day, I've become literally a new fighter.
The buzz surrounding the impending clash between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson ramped up this this week after Paul was seen lifting what appeared to be fake weights while wearing a fat suit. This unusual display seems to poke fun at Tyson, who once called Paul fat and funky. In a viral video that has captured the attention of social media, Paul, who often brags about benching 500 pounds, can be seen hoisting bumper weights that look markedly lighter than his exaggerated claims. The much-anticipated showdown continues to gain momentum, drawing increasing attention from the media. During a recent guest spot on Jimmy Kimmel's show, Tyson was asked about his confidence in overcoming Paul. The former heavyweight champion responded with striking honesty, saying, "Very badly."
New PR, 500 pounds. I'm the strongest heavyweight in existence. No spot. Let's go, champ, man. Let's go, champ. This is it. Come on, man. Come on. Lightweight. Lightweight. Come on. Ooh.
There you go. You got it.
Down low, better play, better pick.
The inclusion of a fat suit in the stunt has ignited discussions about how much of the event is staged purely for entertainment purposes. Despite the showmanship, this match is expected to be a major live attraction, with rumors suggesting that Netflix will be involved in its airing. Excitement is in the air as fans speculate whether the showdown will end in a comedic display or a clear defeat for Paul. Tyson, celebrated for his stunning displays in previous bouts, especially his exhibition against Roy Jones Jr., remains a formidable presence in the ring. As excitement escalates, fans find themselves captivated, eagerly awaiting the electrifying showdown to come. In addition, Jake Paul is honing his skills without incurring any expenses. During a chat with Joe LaPuma from Complex at Stadium Goods in New York, Paul dropped the news that he'll be sporting the most expensive fight shorts in history, with the entire outfit clocking in at a staggering $1 million. Talk about fighting in style. Once again, he's collaborating with the shoe surgeon to create a striking look for his highly anticipated match. In the past, he turned heads with a $100,000 ensemble that included custom Travis Scott X Air Jordan 1 boxing boots, complemented by a bold black and white jacket.
Man, he's great. Like, his team, everyone, they're fast. They make dope shit. They're making the best boxing outfits. And for this Tyson fight, we're making the most expensive fight shorts ever. So got some crazy shit planned, and yeah, we're trying to make a statement.
This isn't the first time Paul has set his sights on breaking the $1 million barrier with his boxing attire. He previously noted that his shorts for the rematch against Tyrone Woodley were estimated to be worth around $1.2 million. His fortune held strong as he scored a 6th-round knockout against the former UFC champion while wearing those very shorts. During the filming of a behind-the-scenes episode, Tyson had an unexpected encounter with the legendary Al Pacino and his partner, Noor Al-Fala. In the lively atmosphere of the green room, Al-Fala curiously asked Tyson about his upcoming match against the Problem Child, though she couldn't quite recall Paul's name. Curious, Al-Fala asked Tyson, "Wait, Mike, who are you fighting? You're fighting one of those boys, right?" While Paul is popular, it appears his popularity hasn't reached the Hollywood elites quite yet. Regardless, Al-Fala reminded Tyson, "You better win." Later, in an apparent jab at Paul's fame, Tyson published the exchange's video on his X account.
We need hair and makeup.
You guys are gonna see Mike is gonna come up on stage tonight and do something a little crazy.
No way.
Oh, now I'm out there. Oh, Mike. Look.
Wait, Mike, who are you fighting?
Let me
You're
see.
fighting one of those boys,
Mike,
right?
remember the eye. 1,000 years is on you. Stanislavski, Lee Strasberg.
It's gonna be a Strasberg beating.
Tyson wrote, alongside the clip, "Jake Paul, I think she means you." As the fight night draws near, the playful rivalry between Tyson and Paul intensifies, paving the way for a potential blockbuster debut on Netflix later this year. In a surprising twist, Mike Tyson revealed that he was unfamiliar with Jake Paul before he accepted the challenge. On September 20th, 2024, the legendary heavyweight made a surprise appearance on the It Is What It Is podcast, where he dropped an astonishing bombshell. He had never heard of Jake Paul. To give some background, Paul had previously fought on the undercard of the much-talked-about exhibition bout between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., where he drew considerable attention after knocking out former NBA player Nate Robinson. Reflecting on their encounter during his exhibition fight back in 2020, Tyson said, "I didn't know who the hell he was. However, Now that Tyson has gotten to know the former Disney star, he claimed, he's improved since he started. However, Paul hasn't improved enough for Tyson, who added, I started him, and it looks like I'm going to finish him. With less than 2 months remaining until their highly anticipated clash, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are determined to capitalize on every opportunity to exchange punches, both physically in the ring and verbally in their ongoing banter. The former heavyweight champion has spent the last year immersed in rigorous training in preparation for his return to the ring. As he gears up for his fight on November 15th, Tyson shared insights about his daily routine during an interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live on September 23rd. Tyson said, I'm training extremely hard. I start at 11 and I might leave the gym at 5. He admitted that he works out for 6 hours, changing up what he does during his small break in the day. After I finish doing my boxing, I get a massage for an hour, and then I go right into strength and conditioning, he said. Tyson, a prominent supporter of cannabis, has often shared insights into how the plant has shaped his training routine. Earlier this year, he revealed a shift in his approach, opting to refrain from both smoking and sex to sharpen his focus ahead of an impending fight. When Kimmel asked him about his cannabis consumption, Tyson admitted that he had enjoyed it, but not lately. Kimmel asked if he planned to be high for the Paul fight. The champ quipped, I'm going to be so high off life, as the audience cheered. When Kimmel tried to clarify if he'd be high on marijuana, Tyson confessed, that's a possibility too. Cannabis isn't the only substance influencing his training regimen. In a recent episode of the Impulsive podcast hosted by Logan Paul, Tyson shared that psilocybin mushrooms have played a vital role in elevating his gym sessions. Tyson said, I have to take them when I train. I always train with my mushrooms. I train on mushrooms because I feel beautiful. It takes me to heaven, baby. Mike Tyson has openly admitted that there's a possibility he could be impaired when he enters the ring. Since retiring, Iron Mike has become well known for his affinity for marijuana and various substances, even going so far as to create his own cannabis farm and introduce a range of CBD products. During their conversation, Kimmel shared his faith in the former heavyweight champion's capacity to prevail against the problem child, who holds a professional record of 10-1. However, he also delved into the topic of Tyson's cannabis use, asking if it influenced his training routine. Tyson replied candidly, not really, I have smoked, but not anytime soon. Tyson shared that he has been committing up to 6 hours daily to his training routine for this fight. With unwavering confidence, he hinted that Kimmel might find it would be a very good idea to bet on his victory over Jake Paul. The upcoming matchup has sparked considerable criticism from fans and analysts alike, primarily because Tyson has been away from professional boxing since his knockout loss to Kevin McBride in 2005. Approaching 60, he is over twice the age of Jake Paul. However, Tyson remains unfazed by the backlash, firmly believing that he has unfinished business with Paul. He noted that he started Jake Paul off, alluding to Paul's appearance on the undercard of Tyson's exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. Tyson has therefore stated, I've decided that I started him, and now I'm going to finish him. In this particular fight, he has to go. Jake Paul's path has undergone a remarkable transformation since he stepped into the ring on the undercard of the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. match in November 2020. In that highly publicized event, he squared off against Nate Robinson, delivering a stunning knockout in the second round that showcased his rising prowess as a fighter. Since that match, Paul has established an extraordinary presence in the world of professional boxing, boasting an impressive record of 10 victories and just a single defeat. His achievements highlight notable wins against prominent MMA stars like Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, and Tyrone Woodley. Tyson opened up about the potential of stepping into the ring with Jake Paul. At 60 years old, he acknowledged the stark age difference, noting that Paul is just 27. Tyson recounted how he had given Paul a chance by letting him share the stage during his own fight with Roy Jones, emphasizing that having launched Paul's career, he now plans to bring it to a close.
I'm 60 years old, he's 27, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're older than he is, but you are Mike Tyson and he isn't.
Exactly. I started, to matter of fact, thank you. I started Jake Paul off.
Can I ask you, how did you start him off?
On my fight with Roy Jones, I allowed him to fight on the card, and I decided I started him, and I'm going to finish him.
In a candid conversation on the Come and Talk to Me podcast, the iconic boxer Mike Tyson delved into the challenges he faced leading up to his highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul. Reflecting on his past, Tyson revealed the profound impact of his struggles with addiction on his life and career. He recognized that these hardships have been a pivotal part of his personal narrative. Sharing, he said, I smoked weed all my life. Listen, I was born an addict. I was born that way. I'm a junkie. So that's just how I was born. I don't know what to do. I don't get high now, but that's who I am. I switched my addiction to something else, but I'm a junkie. I was smoking not too long ago. I'm cool now, probably 2 weeks or so without smoking. I did a little mushrooms before I came here. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.